The story starts where the crystal of multiverse has shattered. I try to prevent it, but it's too late. Where am I? And why am I an underage zombie? I asked to myself. I then realized I end up in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. This universe, I got murdered by William Afton. The current timeline, security breach where time passed a lot. Then I heard noises in the other room, so I just keep myself hidden and listened. Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown, Vanessa scolded Freddy. Then after the chat, Vanessa decided to continue investigating and trying to search for Gregory. And while she's out of sight, Gregory pops out of the first aid station, and Gregory warned Freddy that she was after him. Then I show up and thought I could help out. Then through the whole adventure, got banned from the daycare, got captured by Vanessa, and then next part, we decide to split up, which means we took Monty's claws, Chica's voice box, and even Roxy's eyes, gave it all to Freddy, and then the next part, I already knew two things. Vanessa is possessed, and the other part, Vanny is Vanessa. So we decided that we planned to go surprise jump Vanny, but what we didn't expect, she counter surprise jump us, all of us, killed off Freddy, then pursuing me and Gregory. After finishing the game, Vanessa is free from whatever possessed her. Whatever possessed her has the red phantom shard. Gregory, Vanessa, and Freddy, currently as a head, move on. I decide to attempt to take the red phantom shard, but I got sent to another dimension. Lack of colors. Inky mess, I asked myself. Then I realized I'm in the Bendy and the Ink Machine universe. This universe, Joey True, imprisons me in the cycle. And it's been years in the real world, but for me, it was shorter than that because everything looped over and over and over again, like an actual time loop, which is the reason why the whole realm is called the cycle. Oh, and I'm currently imprisoned by Wilson. While none of the keepers are looking, I commit jailbreak, and then I notice Audrey being kidnapped by Alice Angel. So I decide to go rescue the damsel in distress. I got to Audrey in time, and then, "Nobody humiliates an angel! Nobody!" The twisted angel yelled as she tried to shoot us with a Tommy gun like a maniac. Me and Audrey moved out of the way just in time. Audrey and I almost stopped Alice Angel, but she pushed us off and is about to kill us, but then a beautiful Alice stabbed the ugly one to death from behind, and the hideous looking Alice died in the beautiful counterpart's hands, arms. And then more talking, the beautiful Alice would go by Allison for now. And with the rest of the journey, I decided to go with Audrey just to accompany her. Audrey and I went into Wilson's lab. I hid. Then after a small chat, Wilson revealed his true self, true nature. Then Wilson planned to complete his creation using Audrey's soul. Audrey attempts to fight back, but Wilson's too powerful. Then I show up. "You picked the wrong house, fool!" I yelled at Wilson before hitting him in the face with a shovel, causing him to fall into the thing, and his soul became part of his own creation instead of Audrey. Then we're face to face with Ship Ahoy Dudley. He has the yellow phantom shard. We managed to rip it out, but Audrey got her legs ripped off. And then, while hope seems lost, the Ink Demon arrived and killed Ship Ahoy Dudley, the god that's supposed to kill the Ink Demon. But then the Ink Demon quickly turned on us. So the Ink Demon, combined with Audrey, Joe Drew arrived. Well, the memory version, since the real version is dead, came to help Audrey, but got killed by the Ink Demon in the process. While Audrey's in control now, the Ink Demon is absolutely screwed. And I have the yellow phantom shard cleared the way, or helped Audrey clear the way. Allison and Tom arrived, help us clear the way. And then Audrey got to the projector. She has a reel labeled "The End." She placed it on, and rather than aim it at herself, she aimed it at the crystal, and I hold it for her. And after the projector shines on the crystal, the cycle actually broke, and the Ink Demon is trapped in the cycle, while the good version, Bendy, is separated from the Ink Demon. And after that, Audrey and Bendy are separated, and I'm back at the previous dimension I've been faced with. Back in my undead corpse again, and back in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. The current timeline is ruined, and then I met a little girl named Cassie. She's looking for Gregory, a familiar friend I met before I entered the cycle. I decided to help her find Gregory. Then we just team up. Then we went to the daycare and encountered an evil persona. Moon almost got us. Then Sun arrived in the AR world, and he begged me and Cassie to reboot him and Moon, and also turn the lights on in the real world so that Moon won't be able to fight back the light. And after rebooting the daycare attendant, Eclipse took us to the entrance and let us continue our quest to find Gregory. Then a couple of adventures later, managed to redeem Roxy, killed off Monty, forced to kill Roxy, encountered a murderous version of Glamrock Freddy. I knew his head has gone off somewhere, so it's only the body that's hostile because, the programming, prototype. And then after arrived, I pulled out the red phantom shard, shutting down a program called MXES once and for all. Then when we got there, it turns out it's not Gregory, but instead that same entity who possessed Vanessa before, the Mimic. All hope is lost, until Roxanne Wolf arrived and saved me and Cassie's lives. Then we run, and when we got there, the real Gregory called us, revealing he's not the Pizzaplex. Yeah, we were tricked the whole time, so me and Cassie kept running from the Mimic. We kept running and running until we got to the elevator. But bad news, the elevator is no good, and then it crashes down. Luckily, Cassie and I survived, and Roxy show up and making sure Cassie and I are okay. And then Eclipse, Gregory, Freddy, and Vanessa came to the rescue. Then we're all face to face against the Mimic, and he now has the red Phantom Shard because I forgot to pick it up. The battle goes on until there's me from the Bendy Neat Machine universe show up and join the fight, as well as the allies from the Bendy universe as well, Allison, Tom, and Audrey, even the little Bendy as well. The Mimic took the yellow Phantom Shard and combined both shards together, and then the Ink Demon is released from his prison and now combined with the Mimic, the Demon, and the Mimicking Machine are now one. We screwed up. Just as I was about to go stop him, some entity separated me from my undead corpse, and I came to face with him. He, the undead and immortal like a zombie, and he wears clothes, seem tyrannical, and also associated with darkness, kind of like a king, a dark king to be exact. He introduced himself as the Zombie King. He is the god of death and time. He's the protector of the multiverse. He's mad at me because of how things went wrong. I decided that I should go back and try fix it all, but Zombie King doesn't believe me and plan to take my soul. But I was like, no way, and then at the end I managed to get away. But then, rather than entering back to that universe, I entered a completely new universe. I then woke up. Everything's completely different. Then I meet a robot named Wheatley, and then it revealed a completely new place. Current timeline, Portal 2. Then began the adventure. Went through testing, then found the blue crystal of multiverse. Found out that it was part of GLaDOS that kept her alive. And we accidentally woke GLaDOS back up. Then she put me into testing, so Wheatley and I separated. Then Wheatley's back. Wheatley and I escaped. Then sabotaged all of GLaDOS's property. Then Wheatley took her position. Just he's about to send me to the surface, he backstabbed me, turned GLaDOS into a potato, then sent both of us down the pit. Went into more adventures. I meet with GLaDOS again and decide she and I need to work together. And after getting back to the upper levels, more testing, then Wheatley decided to kill us right away. Then later on, we got to his lair. GLaDOS found out why she turned evil. It's because the machine is corrupted. She got corrupted. Now Wheatley is currently corrupted. We just got to layer and GLaDOS do the programming. I'm facing the moron. After putting corrupted cores all over Wheatley, I attempted to give GLaDOS back her original position, but Wheatley has one last trump card up his sleeve because he sabotaged the button thing. He thought I died, but I still survived. I'm still alive. And then I pulled out a Uno reverse trump card on Wheatley by shooting a portal to the moon, sucking us both into space. No, not space! Wheatley screamed as I grabbed him while being sucked into space. I held tight as I could while Wheatley is screaming, "Let go!" And then GLaDOS showed up. I already fixed it, and you will never come back, GLaDOS said to Wheatley, and Wheatley panicked. Which the next part, Wheatley got banished into space. And GLaDOS pulled me out. After I woke up, GLaDOS sent me to the surface so I could move on. And after I arrived in the surface, I got pulled out of my body and this universe that I came face to face with him again. The multiverse is in danger because of you! Zombie King yelled as he going for the attack.